and subscribers all the same, and welcome back to the next Transformers Community Podcast here, relevant to GameFAQs.com. Sitting here with me now is a representative from the community back in the day, formerly of Darkmount Gaming, and now presently in charge of his own representative commanding group here on Overwatch. I'd like to represent you guys to the Vortexprimus.
Hey guys, I'm quite glad to be here in the podcast, and I'm happy to be here.
Okay, so how you been, man?
I've been fantastic, thank you. Yeah, it's grinded out some Overwatch. So the question is, how have you been, Rob?
Oh, I've been doing pretty good. Just been an iffy day here and there.
Pretty good.
Okay, so you ready to get started?
Yeah, man, whenever you are.
Alright, let's see. We're settling here to the long haul. Do you, is your mic set to go?
Yeah, my mic is set to go.
Always allow? Here in the party settings? Okay.
I'll just have a look now. Any settings?
Yeah, and just check to make sure that it is to
Yeah.
all of them.
100%, brother.
Oh, it is?
100%, yeah.
Okay. So, question one is, what inspired you to make a difference in the communities you were a part of?
What inspired me the most was probably Stratus Prime, because he was there with me from day one. So everything I know is pretty much from him. So when I joined a new community, I sort of take an approach to it the way he approached it, back in the War for Cybertron days and the Fall of Cybertron days. So in my opinion, he was a massive part in the involvement of that. And overall, it's just whenever I did play with the Fall of Cybertron community and here on the Overwatch community, you know, I'm always thinking of Darkmount Gaming and how sort of I can take things from the old Darkmount Gaming and invest into the Overwatch side of things, if you get what I mean.
Okay, and what it is you learned from that sense of general cooperation and teamwork you took with you into the next gen sense when you wanted to set up what you can for yourself and use those findings to help set yourself up.
Yeah, it's a great question. When it came towards that, I sort of took techniques from Straxus himself, so that's such as like setting specific training dates and using specific organization skills, such as this day we'll do this thing, we'll focus on this, and the next day we'll focus on, let's just say, specific situations and scenarios, and that sort of thing. I'm not going to go too much into detail of that though, because it technically is a Darkman Gaming secret, so... Yeah.
Fair enough, and a magician never reveals their secrets.
100%.
Okay. Question two. How has the online community affected you all around?
That's a great question. The online community has affected me quite massively. When I first joined my first online community, which is of course Transformers War for Cybertron, I started to get this urge and this feeling for competition, and that's when it all started. So basically, as soon as I joined the War for Cybertron community, I met Strax and all that sort of stuff, and we met up, of course, you know, we started playing, and whenever we like went in a game together, I used to get very vicious and, you know, just start saying, you know, let's do this and that sort of thing. So I got very competitive, and that's pretty much it for the online community has affected me, because anything else I've generally just had since then. You get what I mean? Yeah?
It turned you into a more observantly competitive player.
Yes. It's turned me into a more competitive player.
Okay. Alright, question 3. Alright, what's your stance on hackers and commonplace cheaters?
My stance on hackers and commonplace cheaters is that when it comes to communities, they have no place. Because if you have any sort of value of hacking or cheating, I just don't respect that at all. And if I do catch you sort of hacking or cheating, then our friendship, is probably not going to value each other much more. To get what I mean, right?
I
So
do understand.
yeah, like there was a similar situation in Darkman Gaming when it returned to the Fall of Cybertron community at the start of last year. I think you guys remember that. It came back and they started doing all the Cybertron Battle League stuff. Did you remember that?
I do remember some of that, yeah.
Yeah, there was this guy. I don't remember his name specifically because he was pretty new to the Fall of Cybertron community. He was caught cheating. That video was of course uploaded to YouTube, and me and Shax, being the current leaders at the time, like had a really good conversation about it, and we agreed that that's not the sort of thing we want in Dark Knight Gaming. So, as a sort of sense, I don't really like cheaters and hackers. That's the answer to that question.
Okay. Um, would you like to go further in depth on that, or you feel like that was pretty fairly good as it was?
I think that's like fairly like in depth as it was because like the bottom line for me is that I don't like cheaters or hackers. So if you do one of those things, you're not really a proper player, are you? So
Okay. Question 4. What is your stance on individuals that have had to bend the rules, seen or otherwise implied, to achieve a goal or prove a general point?
when it comes to individuals trying to bend the rules, I don't have much problem with it. Not to sound like a bad guy or anything, but if someone sort of does bend the rules to get what they need to get or to get what they want, then fair dues. Yeah, you have to do what you have to do. You know what I mean? And if that's what you have to do to get what you want, then do it. Um, when it comes to proving a general point, I don't think bending the rules is an optimal decision because at the end of the day, it's just a point. If you're having like an argument on game facts, like you used to see that a lot in the old days, it's not really worth it. But when it comes to like achieving a goal, like getting a bit better, bending the rules, I guess that's pretty much it for that question, mate. That's my view on it.
Okay, because I've noticed that when it comes to this type of things, it's always a huge difference in perspective that leads to like a huge argument where it could have been met a lot more easily on neutral ground.
Yeah, because there is a difference between bending the rules and breaking the rules. Is there not, Rob?
Yeah. Question 5. Does leaderboards hold sentimentality for you?
In my honest opinion, the idea of having a leaderboard for me holds no value for me because it's not about what you appear on your stats. It's how you perform in person and how other people actually see you perform. So you could be the best team deathmatch player in the world, but if all I care, it's about how you perform in clan battles, team matches, and all that sort of stuff. So personally, I don't find having a personal leaderboard having the value. So if I was the best player in team deathmatch, it's good for me. But if I can't perform at that same level in a clan battle, there's no point having it. So no.
Has there been anything like that that happened before that you were a part of, that you witnessed?
Sorry.
Has there been anything like that that happened before that you were a part of where a difference led to, I guess, a different feeling about how calls are made, or a difference in perspective on how rulings are associated or done?
I don't think I've been in any situations like that, Rod. I think I might know a few people who have been, but personally, when it comes to all the leaderboard stuff, I just tend to, just stay out of it. You know what I mean? So
Okay. So I was just checking because I know a lot of people, when I talk about this on FOC on PS4, there's some people that are usually divided on this.
yeah, of course, you're always gonna have those people that are chasing the leaderboard, and you're always gonna have those people that sort of don't care about it. They only care about their personal skill and the acquisition of their skill. So th- there is a definite line in between those two. I can see what you mean,
Yeah. Question 6. Have you had the chance to play for a clan or a gaming group of friends?
Yes, I have, and that only clan is known as Darkmate Gaming, and pretty much I joined Darkmate Gaming back when I was only a small team in the War for Cybertron days, and ever since then I've been sticking with them pretty much. There was probably only one situation where I wasn't with them, and that's it.
I'd say it was a nice choice. I'll say it from personal experience. I will say that Dark Mountain is a very nice family gaming clan in a sense.
It most definitely is, yeah. Pretty much, if you're in Darkman Gaming, you've been there for a while. It pretty much becomes family too. You know what I mean? You own your brothers, you own your sisters, and that sort of thing. It's like when we play together, we don't play together just to win. We play together to win together. And I know that's sort of the same saying, but if you're gonna win, you might as well do it with the brothers and sisters that you fight with. And
Yeah.
Dartmouth Gaming holds that value very closely, in which that is one of the reasons why I value Dartmouth Gaming, and I pretty much follow Dartmouth Gaming to the end.
Wholeheartedly.
Wholeheartedly.
I mean, it sounds mushy, but the truth is the truth.
100%.
And since you have played for them, has the clan scene evolved your perspective on being in the community?
100%. Like, when I first got introduced to the community, I sort of didn't like it because there was like a lot of arguing and a lot of stuff going on between certain clans and certain individuals, and which you can agree on there too.
Oh, yes.
I sort of don't like that sort of stuff, but when it came to Darkman Gaming, it sort of changed my perspective is because I was there on game facts and stuff like that for the team. So the mindset I had for that was for Darkman Gaming, for Straxus, for the current leaders of that time and that sort of thing. So it has changed my perspective of being associated within the community because, of course, if I'm in the community and I'm in the Darkman Gaming, I'm representing Darkman Gaming. So there's no point sitting on the back line and just saying, "I'll let them do it." You know, I sort of had the feeling I had to represent Darkmouth Gaming. I sort of had to engage into some conversations and whatnot. So it most definitely changed my perspective because, you know, of that pretty much reason.
Understood. Question 7. I got a feeling I might know what the answer is. What's more important to your perspective on enjoying the adventure offered in the gameplay? Friendship or power?
Hmm. That's an easy one. It's friendship. It's because friendship to me is power. The way I sort of do things in real life and in gaming is pretty much with friendship. You can put me in a team of good players, but the chemistry is not going to be there. And chemistry is about 1/3 of a team composition. And that's why most of the good teams these days have good team composition. And that's why Dartmouth Gaming was a very successful team because they relied on good communication, good team composition, and hell of a good um, chemistry lineup, and that's why we were very successful. Because friendship is power.
That's definitely a true statement beyond a doubt. Because it's been those that do adhere and pay attention to the power of good cooperative teamwork and friendship, you'd be surprised what limits can be broken.
100%. I agree with that statement.
Okay, and question 8, and this will be the final one on the panel.
Okay.
What is your advice to the newer generation of players seeking a great online adventure to be had?
My advice for new players who are coming to newer generations of gaming and that sort of thing is to always try to make a name for yourself. Like, of course, you've obviously, if you've joined the newer communities, you've obviously would have joined a team, and in joining the team, of course, you would have had perspectives like playing for that team and whatnot. But playing for that team is just not enough because I was playing for Dartmouth Gaming I've been playing for Dartmouth Gaming, sorry, for 8 years, and when it came to the 4 5 community, I wasn't that known that much because I didn't get myself right acquisition. So my recommendation is to get yourself known. Like, you want to be that known player that everyone talks about. You want to be that player that everyone knows. You want to be that player that everyone wants. That sort of thing. That is pretty much my only advice to you, pretty much. Yeah.
To get yourself out there in the right sense.
Get yourself that. Oh yeah. Well, I think I've got one more, so that's okay. Um, it's probably be the nicest you can to everybody. Even though you might not like some people in the community that you're in, just be nice. Because nice people at the end of the day get the longest stick. The people that are not so nice get the shortest stick. So that's pretty much it, guys, when it comes to that.
Some good words to live by, I think. Because there's been some times in the community where I definitely see some people that don't get treated right, but still do make the effort to treat others as they would like to be treated.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, when it comes down to who the better person is, or who the better people are, I know where I'm putting my money on.
I gotcha. Alright, well, that does, in a sense, conclude the entirety of the panel here for GameFAQs.com. Anything else you want to say for a closer?
Anything else I would like to say? 100%, man. I'd like to thank you for having me on your podcast. I really do appreciate the reach out about this. I feel very honoured to do it, so I respect you that so much.
Oh,
So,
always. I mean, the thing I love about these podcasts is whenever it is anybody is able to do them or wanting to do them, it allows them to try to open up for as long as they wish, or as long as they want other people to know about their exploits and what it is that the community has affected for them positively and or negatively, in order to enlighten the newer generation and promote a sense of worth back in the community.
yeah, honestly agree with that. Because having someone who's been through it all and has seen it all's opinion on stuff and perspective is much more important than having someone who's been there for like 2 seconds. So, yeah.
Yeah, that way you get a chance to hear it firsthand from those that have been exactly where you are many a time years ago.
Yep.
Alright, and on that thought, viewers, thank you for tuning into the podcast. Stay tuned for the next time it is I can try to pot one of these together. And as always, till all are one.
Till all are one.